to a silly but an important, and I sound so Village in Motion. I am your host. I'm going to take off my nose because then
much better.
Much better. It is a special Friday, right? It is Friday. Thank you.
Yeah.
Friday, May 11th. Lots going on this weekend. We'll get into that later. I'm really excited to be your host, Diane Gatsis Havinga, and we have two people that I like to laugh about laugh at, with, about, talk about. But we're gonna mark, as we have for the last, 10, 12 some years, International Laughter Day. And who best to do that with these two crazy ladies? So we have Janelle Cesari, who is from Community Resources, and of course Kelly Lukschander, who is our volunteer program coordinator. And here we are. So first, before we get into, we did a video, so we're going to talk about the video. So before we get into that, can we first, I'm going to start with you, Janelle. Why do you think laughter is so important?
Well, laughter has a lot of physical, mental, and I think spiritual benefits. It has oxygen into your body and it makes you feel good. I think it helps with depression. It helps relieve stress and tension, thus the nervous laughter that a lot of people have, including me. And it just makes you feel good. You know, it's a catharsis for people, especially if you're under a lot of stress. It's good to get together with friends and laugh a lot.
And Kelly, what about you? Would you agree with?
I absolutely would agree. I don't know any, science behind it, but I know every day here we're always walking through the halls and there's pretty much laughter wherever you go. And I was sitting here just listening to Janelle and I wanted to laugh. I don't know why. And I don't know if that means I'm stressed, so I try to laugh. But I find, smiling and laughter, it just makes the days go by, and it's a good way to, it's a lot better than frowning. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. And so what Janelle and I did about a week ago, we went through the halls of Green Spring, and we asked a variety of people. We asked residents and staff what they thought about laughing, and they shared some of their insights, and they also shared a lot of their laughter. So let's look at that video now.
My wife and I both like to think that we exchange a few laughs occasionally.
Who's one of your favorite comedians of all time, or comedic team?
I would say Jack Benny.
Oh, Jack Benny.
Right.
Was he the guy that was always 39?
Right, and he also played the violin.
Oh, really?
But not very well.
Really? How would you describe that laugh? A chortle, a snicker, a giggle?
I would say maybe a chortle.
A chortle, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you laugh all weekend.
Well, I will try.
I saw you laughing over there. You look like you have a good hearty laugh.
Well, I laugh only occasionally.
Occasionally? What kind of things make you
So
laugh?
then we'll come back, we'll
Almost
talk
anything.
about
Almost
the secrets
anything.
of laughing.
I used to enjoy
just kinda-
Hope because he was always on
And I want to make
USO
Janelle
tour.
laugh at some
Yes.
When I was
point.
in the Marines, he
Well, I
was
think
always
whenever-
there at different bases throughout the world.
Right.
Supporting the Marines and so on and so on. He was one of my favorites.
Right.
But, in their later days, Jay Leno.
You look like somebody who has a really good sense of humor. Would you describe yourself that way?
Not necessarily, but yes, I've been accused of smiling all the time.
You have a good laugh. I like your laugh. Did you know that Sunday is World Laughter Day?
Oh, really?
And that's why we're out talking to residents on this beautiful day, because we like to know, what makes you laugh? What kinds of things make you laugh?
Oh, I don't know. I just can't help but smile.
Yeah. See, you have the best laugh. You have the best laugh. So what kind of things make you laugh?
Just natural humor, I think. Just natural things that happen daily.
What
just interactions.
makes me laugh?
What makes you laugh?
That hairnet on your head.
I know, right? Every time I'm sitting in a meeting with this hairnet on, everybody laughs at me like, do you know you got a hairnet on?
Do you have a favorite comedian?
Anywhere from Richard Pryor to Kevin Hart I watch and listen to. And Will Ferrell is one of my favorite actors and stuff like that. So I'm always into comedy.
You seem to always have a pretty good sense of humor. Is that your outlook on life, just to have a good sense of humor?
Yeah, I've learned, I think, just just being in dining services, never sweat the small stuff.
That's a
So
good
you got to
thing.
add a little humor into your day every day.
Well, when
to
you
make it
wake up
special.
Sunday, look in the mirror and tell yourself, Happy World Laughter Day.
I'm going to do that now.
All right.
Well, I think I have a sense of humor. It's sometimes twisted in my family's estimate anyway. But I always thought that I waited to laugh until after I ate because it's supposed to be good for your digestion.
So what kind of things make you laugh? See? Irony?
What do I find funny? I don't know.
Like pratfalls or misunderstandings? Or
Misunderstandings and confusion of characters is always
Confusion of
amusing to me.
Yes, I have a marvelous sense of humor. And you've got to come and see the play, and you'll see the best sense of humor since here I came.
Did you know that Sunday is World Laughter Day? It's a
Oh,
celebration
really?
of laughter and the importance of laughter in our lives to make us happy and be more healthy.
I think that's marvelous. Can I laugh?
You sure can.
That is just marvelous.
Perfect. So that must be why you look so radiant, because laughing is so good for your health.
Absolutely.
How many times a day would you say you laugh on average?
Oh my goodness, a lot.
A lot?
A lot.
That's what keeps you
Because
looking young.
It just comes from the inside.
Yes.
I'm a happy person.
I can tell.
I'm a happy person. I like Betty White.
Yeah.
But I like Blanche.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like Blanche. Blanche
I
and
like
Betty.
the mother. I like the
Oh, I
late
love
Sophia.
the mother.
Yeah.
I'd love to play the mother. If we ever did that in a play, I'd like to be the mother.
So you have a big smile, and every time I walk through here, I see you giggling. What kind of things make you giggle?
Residents,
Residents make you
fellow
laugh?
employees,
Yeah.
and you.
Well, I think you're in for the best smile.
Oh, thank you. We get residents that tell stories. Like I had one resident told me about how she always used to wear a bun on top of her head, and my bun reminded me of her bun, and I thought it was so funny and cute.
That's awesome.
Yep.
It really is a gift, and people tell me that your system is working better when you've been laughing and so forth.
That's
So
true. It's
good.
kind of like when you deep breathe, you get more oxygen into
Yeah.
all of your organs. It helps you de-stress.
Yeah.
And you look great, so you must be doing a lot of laughing in your life.
Well, that makes me laugh.
Thank you.
I was wondering, did you guys know what day Sunday is?
No.
No idea.
It is World Laughter Day.
Is it really?
To celebrate the importance of laughter. Do you guys laugh a lot during
Yes.
the day?
Absolutely.
Yes, we have to.
Smile a lot?
Absolutely.
So, it's so good for your health,
Yes.
for your organs, and relieving stress. And Brad, I see you laughing all the time, walking around campus.
All the time.
He has a
Chandra,
contagious laugh.
he does have a contagious. He has a. Can you give us an example of your laugh?
That's great. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
That's an infectious laugh.
That's an infectious laugh.
Or irritating.
Eileen, can you not just, I know, I get this. But, I know we're being silly, and I'm hoping that everyone's laughing at home with us, but this is important stuff. This has been scientifically proven that laughter keeps you healthy. And there's been books read, I hope they've been read, but written about how people have been able to improve their health because they've laughed. So Janelle, you did a little research for us, right? Mm-hmm. So what are some of there's like 5 secrets to laughter, or laughing.
Do you have them? Because I forgot.
That was last week. Okay, so
Why don't you tell me?
I will tell you. So the first secret is we don't need a sense of humor to laugh.
That's right.
So do you hear that a lot, that people say, I don't really have a sense of humor?
Yes. Yes. And I think a lot of times what makes people laugh is the unexpected. And I hate to say this, but if you watch like America's Funniest Home Videos and things, when people trip and fall, I think it's a combination of nervous and you don't know what's going to happen, but people always laugh as long as they're not hurt when someone trips and falls. And
I think it's, a lot of times we've all been there, so it's nice to be able to see something and say, we're all human, we laugh,
Yeah.
I tripped down the stairs before, I have a huge scrape on my arm right now from tripping and falling going down a hill, and my mom was right there and laughed uncontrollably at her daughter in pain on the ground. So, we all We all do it. We all laugh at people as long as it's not serious. I agree.
All right, so, and how about motion creates emotion?
What do you mean by
So
that?
I think motion creates emotion is that you're getting your breathing, you know, that whole, because when you laugh, it comes more from the gut. If
Right.
it's a big belly
Right.
laugh, and
Yeah.
of course, when you get your tears in your eye and
See, that's
other things.
I have a terrible problem with that. If I laugh for 1 second, tears stream down my face all the time. I always cry, and everyone thinks I'm crying, and I just can't help it. It just pours
does.
out. You've seen it.
I haven't seen that. Can you do that now?
I bet you that I can get Janelle to laugh.
If you slip and fall off
Okay,
this, I will laugh.
Janelle, you got to do this for me. Will you close your eyes and don't look at me? Look over there, close your eyes.
Okay.
Give me a second.
What's she gonna do? Now I'm nervous.
Don't turn around
She
yet.
won't touch you. Trust me. We're on television, you know.
Okay, Janelle. Hey. I've been waiting to put this on. I think I've been sitting on it here, just waiting, and you know it's close.
I'm used to you with the long, shiny hair.
Yeah, well,
So
we
I
can
kind
just
of like it.
tuck it in, you know.
Yeah, I've been trying to think about, you know, one day I might come to work like that, but
Yeah.
then
Well, I mean,
I'd probably be shown.
you
the
can
door.
try this out for a day and
I
see,
could.
see what the
But I
reaction
think you just pointed out something, the shock element.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we get shocked, we laugh, and sometimes it's because you're scared and you're nervous and you laugh. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is that whole, again, that motion, because a lot of times we breathe up here in the chest area, which is okay, but you really want to fold that whole lungs with the
Right.
deep breath and
Right.
deep breathing.
Right.
Okay, so 3, you can laugh even if you are not happy.
Very true.
That's so true.
Very true.
Haven't you been in like an argument before, maybe with a friend or something, they start saying something funny and you don't want to laugh because you're mad at them right now, but they're saying it and you get a smile and then the fight's over. I've had that happen so many times.
Like, wait a minute, I'm mad at you.
Yeah, I'm
Which
not
is-
laughing, but it happens.
Actually, a lot of times when I'm working here and I have my door open, if I'm getting stressed and I'm having a busy day, I hear residents in the hallway laughing with each other, and it really makes me laugh, and it changes my mood. And what I love about the residents here is they have a very good sense of humor about themselves, and they can laugh at themselves, whether it's something kind of sad or, you know, whatever it is. And I think it forms a bond when you can share something painful with each other and have a really good sense of humor and laugh at yourself. And I look to that and how I watch them every day laughing with each other, and it really makes me feel good.
All right, let's move on here. So, cultivate childlike playfulness. I don't know what they mean by that. Can you explain that, Kelly?
Well, what I think they mean by that, Diane, is I think we see it every day. So we have such a wide range of generations living here and working here. So from me to a resident, we're able to laugh and get together, and we have this connection. And it is a playfulness. It's a universal just understanding of each other, and it works.
And last but not least, again, these are 5 secrets of laughing for no reason at all, is you can train your body and mind to laugh.
Huh.
So I kind of know how you could do that, but I'm just wondering first, before I let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, if you have any thoughts as to how you would do that.
Well, there's just certain people I see during the day, and as soon as I see them, I laugh. And I'm not laughing at them. There's just, something strikes me funny. I'm not going to name names, but certain people that come into my office every day, I just immediately light up and laugh. They have that effect on me.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is that part of it? What it is like, you know, that person makes you feel good, and they usually
Well, I
make you
think
laugh?
it could be part of it, but for those who think, I just don't have that sense of humor, this is what the experts say. In the morning, or I think you could do this any time of the day, but maybe not so much when you're at work, but the residents can do this at any time of the day. You're supposed to go into a bathroom, or you're somewhere where there's a mirror. Take all your clothes out.
That would make me cry.
And just, you just have to let it all hang out, so to speak. And I guarantee,
That's what the experts say, Diane?
And then, no, you're
Is
supposed
this
to
a Harvard study? What are we talking about here?
And you look at the mirror and you just go, I mean, first you could cry. You know, like, I didn't used to look like this.
Yeah.
But you just kind of, you could do a little. And you just let it all come out. And that's how you can train yourself to laugh.
But you just touched upon something, and you know, those who know me know I have this body sense of humor. Sometimes when you know you're kind of over the line of being appropriate or not, that really makes people laugh.
Oh, no.
And especially if you're in a setting. For example, when I was a kid, I would always laugh in church or in school. And that's a place when you have to suppress your laughter. You laugh so hard. That's when it's really hard. We've all been in this situation. I'm sure, Kelly, you've been somewhere where you weren't supposed to laugh.
Oh yeah, I'm in meetings all the time around here, and I just want to laugh, but it's not appropriate.
But that makes you laugh even harder.
It does. I'm trying to hold it in. You are absolutely right. I can remember a time being at church with my sister on a Christmas Eve. And me and my sister, she lives far away, so we don't see each other a lot. So being in that setting and having to not crack up is really, it makes it harder.
So, Kelly,
Yeah.
I know that you have started experimenting or
Yes.
branching out into comedy,
Yes, ma'am.
into actually stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So can we talk a little bit about first, why in the world would you put yourself up on a stage?
Well, I will tell you. So, starters, I've always admired comedy. I've loved stand-up comedy. I go to shows all the time. I'm going to one tonight. And just watching people get up there, I really admire it. It's always a good time. But for me, I actually started by taking improv classes. And so I just started this. I'm not an improv expert, but it turned out to be one of the best experiences I've ever done. And I'm taking another class coming up in a couple weeks. So what I found from improv that's just really amazing is you go into this environment and you're with a group of people, and you all are just able to let go and take things as they come. And I really just find myself, if I've had a horrible day or anything, I go to the class and make a complete fool out of yourself. But it feels so good, and I love it. And it's addictive for sure. And it's also helped me, you'll see improv benefits. It helps in your daily life. It helps with anxiety. It helps with, fear from public speaking. It just really helps you kind of, for me, understand who I am more as a person, because say you're in a room and you got to just start talking and start going with something, you really find out what's going on in your brain, which sometimes, who knows. But the thing I really also loved about improv is the finding of listening to each other. You have to listen to what the person in the scene with you is giving you so that you can go back. So it's helped me maybe listen a little better. Who knows? I'll ask my fiance what she thinks about that.
Well, I think we should also, since you mentioned improv,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite comedian or of all time? Like, who do you find really funny?
I really love women in comedy. I will say that as a role model, probably. But the Amy Schumers, the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. I watch SNL religiously. So
Right.
A.D. Bryant, the cast that's on there now,
Yeah.
I just look up to them, and yeah, all women comedians right now, especially.
Well, I'm going to go back a little bit.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
A generation back.
I would hope that most people would know those names, but maybe not. So, Janelle.
I grew up in the 70s, and my dad has a great sense of humor, and we watched all the Carol Burnett shows. I used to love also, even though sometimes he could be a little bit inappropriate, I loved George Carlin. But Carol Burnett, to this day, I can go on YouTube and I can watch it and I will be crying, laughing, especially, the famous dentist scene when Harvey Korman is on the chair and Tim Conway is a completely inadequate dentist and he doesn't know what he's doing. And whenever Harvey Korman would laugh and try to suppress his laughter, that did it for me. What about you, Diane?
Geez. Well, I will just say, I remember we bought my younger brother, way back when, I think he was 13, the George Carlin comedy album, and we were all at the dinner table, and we put it on, and my parents were like, that was the days of the 7 words that you couldn't say on radio, and of course now you can say anything you want on radio and television, but yes, his routine. I love Abbott and Costello.
You're going way back.
I'm going way back. And I was thrilled when my kids were younger, and we would do these long car rides, and I put on a tape of Abbott Costello, especially Who's on First, which I'm sure everyone in this room, at least I hope, would remember. And they love it. And to this day, and I have heard that routine for as long as I can remember, and it still makes me laugh. And those two guys were just hysterical. So I would say Abbott and Costello probably ranks right up there. I always liked George Burns because he was, trying to be poor when he when he wasn't. But getting back to this whole laughing concept in health, I also think it's that whole concept of, do you see the world, the glass half full or half empty? And I would say that everyone would say, I would rather be with someone who has a better positive outlook on life than someone who and we all have those people where you go, oh no. Can I go to the opposite?
Debbie Downers?
Yes, the Debbie Downers, where you're just like, oh no, do I have to sit next to them? Oh, they're coming by here, type thing.
Yeah.
So, but getting back, so are you going to perform for Green Spring maybe?
I would love to. I'm looking for an outlet, maybe the talent show if we have one this summer. I think we probably will, and maybe I can do a little something. And I know the thing I love about Green Spring and the people here is we're very forgiving. So I will give it my best shot, and if I'm not funny, I bet you people will laugh, and it won't be really nice for me. But look out, it's coming.
You think so?
I think so.
You think so?
You would laugh. Come on.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that. No, that's fine. So we're getting down to the last 5 minutes here, and I know someone has some jokes they want, and you've shared these jokes. They're pretty bad, Kelly, but I'm just going to go out on the limb and have you tell one or two jokes, and we'll see if the people in the studio audience we'll rate these jokes and see if we think we're giving them the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Well, I'm going to save some of them. I had a little few minutes of stand-up that I wanted to do, but I'm going to save it because it takes a while to get any material together. But I will repeat a joke that I heard before the show by one of our astute cameramen.
Oh, he's laughing already.
Oh, he's laughing.
He's laughing at his own joke.
So I'm gonna tell you, you weren't in the room, Diane.
I wasn't
so
in
let's
the room.
see
Okay,
what you think.
Test it on him.
All right, Gray. Hopefully I get this right. Darn, I can't remember.
You're too young for that, Kelly.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Well, let me just tell you, it was great, Diane. It was about, there was mayonnaise involved and a refrigerator. And that's the joke. Right? I got it right, Gray? Yeah.
What did the mayonnaise say to the refrigerator?
What did mayonnaise say to the refrigerator?
Don't open the jar.
Close the door. I'm dressing. He's laughing. I like that one. I like cute ones.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's okay. So, Janelle, one thing you want our audience to take away from our program today?
When times get tough, lean on your friends and laugh with them. That has got me through so many things. And Friday nights, I frequently go over to some family members and we all review our week and we sit and laugh together, and it refreshes us. So I would say always be able to laugh at yourself and remember that laughing is good medicine.
And Kelly?
Yes, I will say don't sweat the small stuff. I know that the best remedy for me when I'm not feeling well is just laugh it off. You know, I was thinking when you said glass half full, half empty, for some reason in my mind I just pictured this glass of milk on the table that I will knock over no matter what. So for me, it's being able to take that, and it's not a bad thing. You know, it's funny. It's funny that happened, and you just gotta move on, and it really helps you get through your day and tough times.
I would agree 100%. So remember, you don't have to get naked, but go in front of that mirror and just start laughing, and get your body involved, because it's going to increase your breathing. It's going to open up your lungs. You're going to get rid of all that yucky stuff.
One more thing.
Yes.
I read that when you smile, you lift your face up, so it can make you look younger.
Huh.
So keep smiling.
We'll have to remember to do that.
Yeah, I'm really 75. You know what? I've been laughing
What
since
skin cream do you use?
1948.
What cream do you use?
So with that, let me